But listen, Miss Pugh, don't speak over me. Miss Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on. Listen, Miss Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me.
Where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
You can go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it.
All right, guys. Today we've got a nonsense judge going head-to-head with Yup. You guessed it, a full-blown sovereign citizen who thinks she's cracked the legal code with a single scrap of paper. She walked into court waving that tiny printout like it was some ancient scroll of untouchable laws. Fully convinced she was about to drop a few legal bombshells and stroll right out the door like a free woman. Spoiler alert, she did not. Honestly, I'm just impressed she managed to read the script. Because what comes next is nothing short of delusional. Let me know in the comments what you think about this mess. Is it bold? Is it stupid? Or is it just classic sovereign citizen nonsense? Either way, let's dive into this hearing and watch the whole thing unfold.
Good morning. Are you Janetta Pugh?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the what?
I'm the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the beneficiary of what estate? Answer my questions, please, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand.
I'm not sure of that estate.
Okay.
For the record, I recognize Ms. Pugh. She's been here before.
I do as well, for the record.
And I looked into Mr. Christopher Wiley. I can't find that person as a practicing lawyer in the state bar page, and I have not been contacted by anybody on Ms. Pugh's behalf.
All right, so Ms. Pugh, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you at this point. Obviously, you know as well as anyone that you're in custody. We want to get your case taken care of. If you've hired or your family has hired another lawyer, then they have to contact the court so that we can do something with your case. And do you know if they've hired someone?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree with your appointed foreign agents, considering that the first duty is to the state and will be considered conflict of interest.
Okay, so if you don't want, the only thing I can do, I'm appointing an attorney to you to help you, right? So if you don't want a court-appointed attorney, then your only option, two things. One is to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer. So if you don't like the way it works, then you do something different. So are you, listen to what I'm saying. Are you either going to represent yourself, or are you going to let Mr. Lewis represent you, or are you going to hire someone?
Objection, Your Honor. Respectfully, is this a court of record?
It is a court of record. So your objection's overruled.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
It's right here. It's called an indictment. And Mr. Lewis has a copy of it, and he can show it to you. So that would be the verified claim against you.
Okay. Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, there were writs that was filed to the case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus, and it's denied.
Okay. Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel to effective defense.
It's overruled. You're running out, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
It is definitely not fine. This girl is making a complete fool of herself, and honestly, I'm here for it. The best part, Judge isn't even fazed. She's just calmly watching this sovereign citizen meltdown unfold, probably waiting for the moment this girl runs out of steam. It's classic, they always think they've uncovered some hidden legal cheat code that no one else knows about. Like, saying I do not consent is suddenly going to Thanos nap away the entire legal system. That's not how jurisdiction works. At all. And look, I'm actually shocked she can even read this script. That's a rare trait in the sovereign citizen community. Usually, their legal logic is one step above my cousin, said on Facebook. But for real, how did we even get here? What part of her brain thought, yeah, this is a great plan? She actually seems like a polite person. She's calling the judge Your Honor and everything. But it's painfully obvious she's lost in the sauce. She's just repeating buzzwords she barely understands, hoping one of them will magically get her out of trouble. Let me know in the comments what you think about her. Like, how far down the rabbit hole do you have to fall to show up in court, thinking this script is your golden ticket? Anyway, it's not over yet. Let's get back to the action and see how much deeper she digs.
So here's the thing, Miss Pugh. I appreciate your position, but listen,
Respectfully, Your Honor,
Miss Pugh, don't speak over me.
Respectfully, Your Honor, with my incarceration being
Miss
solved-
Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on, listen to me. Everything you have there is overruled. And here's one of the reasons why, is because you have a lawyer. And your lawyer will file the appropriate motion. You're interrupting me again, which is disrespectful. So I'm going to leave Mr. Lewis as your attorney unless you choose to represent yourself or hire someone else. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to determine what you're going to do. You can go back. You can go back with the bailiff.
Or comply to your appointed
Go back.
agents.
You already said that, and that's overruled.
Is to the state.
Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it.
Yeah, that was embarrassing, but buckle up, because this saga is far from over. Believe it or not, this sovereign citizen actually comes back for a second hearing. And don't worry, I've got that one ready for you too. Honestly, at this point, I feel like Judge Simpson deserves some kind of medal for patience. I mean, dealing with a sovereign citizen like this is basically like trying to argue with a brick wall. Except the brick wall thinks it passed the bar exam. Major props to the judge here. She's clearly trying to stay calm and logical while wading through an ocean of legal nonsense. And sure, she gets a little snappy, who wouldn't? But she's also surprisingly patient. I mean, I wouldn't be that chill if someone came into my courtroom with a pocket-sized pamphlet trying to cancel the entire US legal system. Let me know what you guys think about the judge so far. Is she too nice? Or handling it just right? Personally, I think she's doing a great job walking that line between firm and fair. Alright, let's get into part 2 of this legal circus and see if it somehow gets even more ridiculous than the first one. Let's dive in.
Perfect. So, Miss Pugh, Mr. Jeffries has been appointed to represent you. He's just been given, he's trying to get caught up real quickly on all the information and the discovery in your case. I'm going to reset your case so that he can get all of that. Once he gets it, he'll be out there to go over it with you, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree to comply with any of your appointed court agents, considering that their first duty is to the state.
I understand. We've had this conversation before.
And for your record, I'll be representing myself.
So if you want to represent yourself, there's some things. Ms. Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me. If you want to represent yourself, then there is a process that we have to go through, and we'll do that today. If that's what you want to do, we'll get your case set for trial and we'll go forward that way. It is highly inadvisable for you to represent yourself. Lawyers have many, many years of training. They understand the law. They understand how a trial works, because here's what happens. When you're in a trial and you represent yourself, you're expected to know and follow all of the rules of evidence, all the rules of procedure. And so you're really at a disadvantage if you don't know those things. And so you have to do everything just like the assistant district attorney would. And if you don't, you're going to be in front of a jury and it's going to show, and it's just not going to be, it usually does not work out in your benefit. But I have to go through with you some questions first before we do that. And then if you still want to do that, then there's a couple of things couple of options, and we'll go over those as well. Okay. So I am supposed to ask you, I'm going to go through these questions. I need you to answer them if you want to represent yourself, because this is required. All right. So have you ever studied the law? Okay. Have you ever represented yourself before in any kind of criminal matter? Okay. Do you understand the charges against you?
I know we've been accused of.
Okay. And so do you know, and we've gone over before, I think, what the range of punishment is if you're found guilty on a jury? Do you know what that is? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull you up here. We'll go over that again as well. The date of that allegation is from June 22nd of 2021. And what that means is if you're found guilty, that the range of punishment that the jury could give you is between 2 years as a minimum punishment up to 10 years in prison, anywhere in between. Do you understand? And you answer out loud just for the record.
Do I understand? No, I don't understand.
What do you not understand about that?
I swear on everything. I knew she was gonna say that. I've been covering sovereign citizens so much, it's like they've officially taken over my brain. At this point, I'm losing brain cells daily just trying to make sense of their nonsense. Seriously though, these sovereign idiots are beyond frustrating. It's not just the ignorance which is off the charts, it's also the fact that they're burning through public resources like it's nothing. Court time, law enforcement, taxpayer money, all wasted just so someone can stand up and yell, "I don't consent." Like it's a Harry Potter spell. And you know what's wild? I actually thought this lady was gonna pull out that little, folded up sovereign citizen script again. But nope, maybe her short stay under county jurisdiction helped her memorize it this time. Growth? Doubtful. Anyway, if she actually chooses to represent herself in this case, she's looking at a one-way ticket to an 8 to 10 year sentence. No magic phrases or YouTube. Law degrees are saving her now. Let's get back into it and see if she really thinks she can play defense attorney, because if she does, it's not going to end well.
I don't understand, Your Honor.
So here's the thing. If you want to represent yourself, by law, you have to be able to understand these things. Otherwise, I've got to appoint an attorney for you. So you can't just say, I want to represent myself because I don't like the attorney or I don't like the process. This is the process that you're in. You live in Texas, you live in the United States. This is the law that applies to your case. So what do you not understand about the range of punishment if you're found guilty? And I'd be glad to explain it.
I don't understand because I don't do anything wrong.
That's what a jury's for, right? And so if you say you're not guilty, then you go in front of a jury and they determine, after they listen to the evidence, if you're guilty or not. That doesn't have anything to do with if they find you guilty, you understanding that they could send you to prison for between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand that part? What are you, yes or no? No, you don't understand that. So, Ms. Pugh, it's my understanding, I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself because you don't understand the law and the process. So we're on question number 4 out of 15 that I'm supposed to ask you. So Mr. Jeffries is going to stay on your case.
I don't know when Mr. Jeffries on my
I don't care what you want at this point. You can't do it. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. I'm done. Go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Welcome to the criminal appointment list.
Yeah, fun, Judge.
This was not meant to be any kind of punishment, I promise. So Mr. Jeffries, just get ready like you would. Probably it's going to go straight onto a jury,
Right, I would
and
assume.
we'll just get it figured out that way. All right.
I single quotes him, just gonna say it. This judge pulled off a 10 out of 10. Let me know if you think I'm wrong, but seriously, she did everything in her power to give this sovereign citizen a fair shot before finally dragging her out of the courtroom. The patience, next level. I would have lost it in 10 minutes flat. But this judge stayed cool and collected through all that nonsense. Honestly, it's kind of sad to watch sometimes. Like you can tell the judge was really trying to help this girl find some sense, but she was just too deep into the rabbit hole, still entertaining as hell. Also, let me take a second to apologize to any of you who lost brain cells watching this circus. I get it. Sovereign citizens have a way of making logic physically painful, but let's be real, watching them squirm when the judge starts asking basic legal questions. That's prime entertainment. You can literally see the gears grinding in their head, trying to spit out some TikTok law school answer that makes 0 sense. This one was a total crash and burn. But I want to know what you thought. Did the judge handle it right? Did she go too easy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. I post content like this every single day. Appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay sane out there.